Hi everybody, welcome to Jake's Showcase. I do videos on Wednesdays. Today, I'm going to tell you how to do a public speech. Now, when I was younger, I won two city championships for public speaking, and every single year while I was in competition, I would win for my age group, and then sometimes I would lose in the zone or the system finals. But I basically am a good speaker, and I'm today going to tell you some tips and techniques on how you can come up with a good public speech and feel confident that it's good. Now, the first thing that you got to know when you do a public speech is obviously the idea. Now, this is sort of the fun part of having a public speech. You get to use your imagination. And what you want to do is essentially you want to make whatever point it is that you're trying to make, and you really got to sort of think about it and sort of daydream about how can you make those points most effectively. Once you sort of think of it, you can sort of piecemeal it together. But the whole point of making a public speech is to make it interesting for people to listen to. Right? Now, the second thing is once you wrote it down, once you wrote down how you want to present it, you want to practice. That's right, you want to get really, really good at practicing and practicing and practicing so that basically you memorize what you're thinking. By practicing a lot too, what happens is that your changes in voice inflections, you're actually hearing it. So as you continue on in your speech, if you start to maybe forget, you can sort of tell by where you're either going up or going down with your voice, where you're supposed to be at, right? The third thing that you want to know is how do you dress or how do you present it, right? Now, the way that you dress or present it actually doesn't make as much of a difference as you might think. And the reason I say that is because unlike people who are on advertisements or who are models or something like that, people who would come and listen to a public speech, they want to hear the person's voice, right? So it's actually the power of your voice and the power of your message that actually trumps how you dress. However, it is important to take the basic care of, taking a look at, okay, I want to have a tie, I want to have this, I want to have that. So the basics, yes, you want to do that, but don't get too over it. Focus more on what you're saying and how you're presenting it. That's the key to making a good public speech. Now, the next thing is volume. One key thing that people are, when they're doing public speeches, is they get real nervous. One technique that you can do is make sure that you have a lot of volume. Be really loud. It takes a lot more energy to have volume. And when you have that energy going out, it sort of dissipates your nervousness. It really helps you out as you progress with your speech, right? The next thing is hand gestures. Now, a lot of people don't like to use hand gestures. They like to do it, but I find hand gestures to really help make your point. So by practicing your hand gestures and whatever it is that you're doing, the hand gestures are also a key to making sure that you're making a good speech. Now, the final thing that I'm going to say is it's called the shine. I call it the shine. Right? Whatever you're saying, you want to shine with it. Right? You want to reverberate with it. When you look at great speakers throughout our history, right, if you notice the passion and the emphasis that they have on their words, they're just so eye-catching and so into it that it's impossible not to pay attention to their message, right? And so that I call the shine. And so by really, really believing in your message and really, really trying to get that message out there, that shine, that energy, that vibrance really comes through, and it really, really makes your speech effective. So by focusing on all those points, you too can make a public speech. And as far as the nervousness goes, get rid of it. That's right, you're practiced, you're ready, you're amped, and you're ready to go, and you do not need to be nervous because people will like you and your message. Alright, thanks so much for watching Jake's Showcase. I hope that helps you out there. Don't forget to like my video below, subscribe to my channel up above. I do my videos on Wednesdays, and I hope you have a wonderful day.